Welcome to this module on our first day of writing workshop. We make books on the first day of kindergarten. Families are always shocked to discover this. Everything will have gone beautifully on this first day of school until now. You see, I will have just read a wonderful book and we will have laughed over our favorite parts. And then I'll say, we have stories of our own too. We can't wait to read them. In fact, why don't you go ahead and get started on those books right now? And then we'll meet back here to share them with each other. Some brave little soul will finally confess, but we don't even know how to write. Others will nod sheepishly, eyebrows raised, wondering if they're in the right room. Sure, you do. What you love about this book we just finished? Somebody will finally say something like, the pictures? Yes, you can draw awesome pictures. I'll agree as I flip back through, showing the pictures in our read aloud. See how this writer makes the story flow from page to page? You can draw your pictures out just like that, too. Another confession. I don't know how to write any words. Really? Your name? Sure. Mom or dad or love? Is there room for love in your book? What else could you do with your book? After a few more ideas surface about tossing in some other letter we hear and being sure that stories make sense, we'll rally them to just all jump up and give it a try. Everybody, let's go make a book. Some will rush right over and immediately start digging through those beautiful new boxes of crayons. Others falter a bit. Each one looks around to see what their new friends are doing, trying to get ideas from each other. My assistant and I will wander around, exclaiming over the bright colors of this one and the abundant details of that one. We'll ooh and ah over their attempts. Despite all of their unknowns, books start emerging. This young author is very comfortable with illustrating. Look at all those glorious details in this picture. She is going to have so much to say whenever she becomes more confident about writing. And look at this book. It's actually the last page of a young author's delightful tale that has a beginning, middle, and end. As she eloquently tells her story, she points, oh, look, to the cursive all over the right side. The words say, Queen Emma had a beautiful crown. Queen Emma and the prince lived happily ever after in the Mermaid Sea. See this author? The familiarity with letters shows through these strings of letters surrounded by color bands and a roller coaster track. This young author captured an amazingly detailed illustration showing his family members and characteristics of each one. See the F at the bottom right? F for family. Once children saw that initial letters were affirmed, they became more confident and created thoughtful designs. H for house, F for flower. Not sure what that C's for. You have to write these things down. You think you'll always remember. This author has confidence as a mathematician, too, mixing up the knowledge of letters and numbers to convey meaning. Take a close look at this one. First word is I. Look at the next one. 8 and a T. I ate a. See the middle line? Pop-Tart. Oh, there's the 4 and the bottom. Breakfast. And look, there's even a period. See this next one? This young author was enthralled with the current news of the day. She excitedly shared her story. It goes from bottom to top, right to left. Start at the bottom, right, move to the top. Gold medal. You got it. It was the Olympics. This young author has certain understandings about how books should look, clearly discernible words, spaces between them, illustration reflecting the story. She does have some hesitancy, though, with trying words that she doesn't know at all how to spell. So, about 10 minutes in, I'll tap our gong. Everybody will freeze while I tell them the significance of this beautiful gong during writing workshop. I'll ask for a few children to share what they've done so far, holding them high and slowly showing them around as the author tells, as we all see the abundant variety of beautiful markings on paper and how each one is celebrated right where they are. Each child seems to gain much more confidence about what writing moves they can try next. I'll thank each volunteer and we'll clap and then announce that we'll take about 10 or so minutes to finish up our very first writing workshop. There are always reluctant ones, afraid to make mistakes, confused, perhaps unsure of any letters at all. I'll invite them to walk around with me, peek over shoulders, ask kids for their inspiration, soak it all in. Hopefully, they'll head back to their seats, at least to sketch a picture and jot their name. My goal is for each young writer to compose something, anything, on this first day in writing workshop. And all too soon, I touch our gong again. As the sound reverberates and lessens, I announce that our very first writing workshop is coming to a close. Believe it or not, there are always groans. Already? We just got started. I laugh and say, there's always tomorrow. We'll write every single day during our writing workshop time. You'll get a special tool tomorrow to help you keep up with all your books. That's a special writing folder, by the way. But for today, why don't you just bring your books over here to our sharing chair? You can put them in this basket, and I will cherish reading them all tonight. As little ones murmur, not enough time, not finished, why can't we go longer? I'll discover a few extra minutes to showcase several samples. Hey, tell us what you did here. Where'd you get that idea? What is that F for? How did you even know how to write that? My goodness, can you please explain how you made that roller coaster just in case we wanted to try one ourselves? After each child shares, we will all clap and cheer again as I get to know these children over the coming days. The hesitant, the artistic, the train loving, the ones with knowledge of books, or not. I'll look for picture books to engage and inspire them. And once we share meaningful experiences, enjoy some laughs together, I'll know even more what will motivate them to write. But this is how we start it all, this introduction of writing workshop to little kids on the first day of kindergarten. This is what our new life as authors will be like. We'll be inspired all together. We'll try some things. We'll work on some things by ourselves. Then we'll finish by sharing our writing with our friends, which will inspire others for tomorrow, every single day. One thoughtful child notices, hey, it's like a great big circle, a circle of writing. Aren't children's writing pieces amazing? You are going to love collecting these very first pieces, putting them to the side, and looking back later and seeing how far your young writers have come. As the challenge for today, think about what you do as a writer. How does your child see you writing in your real world? Do they see you make grocery list or a list of things to do on the board? Do they see you take notes on your phone or write letters? Think about all the ways you use writing in your world. Make note of it when you're out and about, and I'm sure you'll have lots of writing conversations to come.